Hello and welcome to another fine edition of the Horror Debate. I am Jeff Rowdy Jake here, and alongside me as always, Michael Mandy.
And this week we're going to be reviewing, as Jeff said, a fine movie.
I had to laugh when I said that, considering the subject material that we're doing here.
We're going to be debating the merits of Halloween 6.
What merits?
That's what we're going to be debating.
Oh, okay.
Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, or otherwise known as Halloween 666, or otherwise known as a big pile of crap.
Halloween sucks, I think is more appropriate.
Directed by Joe Chappelle.
It doesn't matter.
And starring
that doesn't matter either.
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd. I mean, well, you know when Paul Rudd ends up in a Halloween movie, dude, there is something wrong, okay? I mean, Paul Rudd has played in all sorts of things that have nothing to do with horror. Nothing to do with horror, the horror genre, but I've been in horror watching some of his stuff, okay? Now, the honest truth is, I mean, you know, oh my God, Mike, I mean, you know, talking about headache material, what's going on here?
Yeah, well, it's funny because, also, this is Donald Pleasance's last go-round as Sam Loomis. That poor guy, man. I felt so sorry watching him. He could barely speak. It's Michael.
Poor
guy, you know?
That to me was worth something. That's a reason to have this movie in your collection, a reason to never watch it, but to have it, because
everything
it was
is in your collection.
Donald Pleasance's final effort as Sam Loomis. So, okay, I got to start out, Mike. The fact is that you know, the Halloween series got really bad around number 3, right?
Well, number 3 was a serious misstep.
Well,
and they,
if that was a serious misstep.
Well, but then part 4, they
tried to redeem
themselves.
They tried, okay? And Halloween 4...
That was an honorable attempt.
Halloween 4, honestly, I enjoy still. Okay, I can watch that one, and I don't barf all over it, okay?
I was about to say, you don't feel like vomiting.
I don't barf all over it. This one, on the other hand, this one is visually stupid, storyline stupid. I mean, if there was a ban, okay, they're saying there's a ban in Haddonfield now, right? On Halloween. And
Halloween has been banned.
And the first thing they show us
are a ton of trick-or-treaters.
It's a bunch of kids running around trick-or-treat in the middle of the daytime.
And people saying, oh, we're going to have a DJ come down, and we're going to have a big old parade and party and everything.
This movie contradicted itself at every turn, Mike.
I tell you, Halloween has not been banned in my city, and they showed more trick-or-treaters in the banned city than there were in mine.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's Halloween decorations everywhere, too.
Well, yeah, and you know, if the city bans something, right? I mean, let's say, for instance, the city we live in, if they ban something and you do it anyway, what happens, Mike?
Yeah, don't you, like, get arrested or something?
Yeah.
That's what they do to me.
What's going on here? I mean, this is so stupid. I mean, this is like almost like, you know, B-movie stupid.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what? This movie commits the cardinal sin that I have in movies is it's boring.
It's boring.
Really boring.
It's shot boring.
The direction is so pedestrian.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no life in this movie.
No.
You know, even when Michael Myers shows up and tries to kill someone or does kill someone, it's just boring.
Yeah. The only thing that I could say that I kind of almost maybe liked a little bit was I thought that more so in this movie than a lot of the other movies, it actually felt like fall. You know, you got the sense that it was fall, that it was around Halloween. You know, they gave that a little more credence in this movie.
Well, in the first movie, remember, it was filmed in the summer, and they had to get all those dead leaves and then pick them all up after the shot to reuse them.
Right, but this just seemed to look a little bit more natural. You know, it looked like this was the time of year we were talking, okay? That's about the only good thing I can say about this. Do you believe the Michael Myers mask now looks like he's freaking, like, grinning at you?
Yeah.
He's smirking at you. Was this movie, like, done tongue-in-cheek, Mike?
Yeah.
Was that the purpose?
I don't know. I don't understand why the producers of this series feel the urge to change the mask every single movie.
It blows the continuity.
I mean, I think it probably has something to do with the people who designed it said, this is our mask and we're copywriting it. But
no, it's close enough. I mean,
that's
it's close enough to infringe on a copyright or something,
that's
right?
What I feel.
But it's just stupid enough, you know, off enough to make you go, that's not the freaking mask.
So what's the plot of this film, Jeff?
You know, what does it matter, Mike? I mean, basically, okay, all right, so Danielle Harris's character, who, by the way, I want to say this because I want you guys to realize how stupid this is, okay? I want you to hear this, okay?
She wanted,
Dimension Pictures.
She wanted the same amount of money she got for the last
Dimension
film.
Pictures refused to give Danielle Harris $5,000 to reprise her role in this movie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Are you listener? Did you get that?
Yeah.
Did you get that? $5,000 to Danielle Harris. They would not give it to her, so they got this nondescript chick
who doesn't look anything.
Doesn't look anything like her. Doesn't act anything like her whatsoever. To be her character, Jamie. Right?
And it's not like she was just a walk-on for the first minute and flap, she's dead. She's in there for a good 25 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, $5,000. What they think the movie was going to make like $150?
Yeah, I think
they couldn't give her $5,000.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Mike.
I agree. It's totally stupid.
Oh, okay.
You know, provide continuity in
so
your
plot-wise, what we're dealing with here basically is Danielle Harris's character. Because I'm not even going to talk about who that was. I don't even know who that was. Okay. Yeah. Her character,
the Jamie Lloyd,
Jamie Lloyd character had a baby.
They never say who knocked her up.
Well, we have to watch Knocked Up to find out. You realize Paul Rudd is in that too.
Rudd, so it must have been Paul Rudd.
It was probably Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Because it finally comes clean and says, "Hey, I did it.
Yeah.
I knocked her up." Right?
He's got experience in this.
There you go. So okay. So what happens is the Jamie Lloyd character has this baby. We don't know who the daddy is.
And for some reason, she is being held captive in the lair of the tent tattoo people, and that's where she gives birth to the baby.
Mike, I got to interject something, okay? Because I almost forgot. I don't want to forget this before this debate, because it's not really a debate. This lashing of this movie ends. Was that? I mean, I don't mean to harp on a dead guy or anything like that, but was that the worst and most unconvincing line that Donald Pleasance has ever said?
You mean when
he saw the sign of the tent gods, as we call it?
You mean the big giant tent burned into the side of the hay?
And he said,
even though his character had never seen that tent tattoo before.
Never saw it. And what he said, he said, it's his sign. He's come home. Huh? What's his sign? They could have put a middle finger up in the middle of that freaking thing, and he would have said,
still would have been
his sign.
Especially because it was Danielle Harris's character who was laid dead out there on that machine with blood everywhere. It's
okay,
like,
I will say this. When he impaled that broad, okay, and just to torture her, he turned the power on the shears. Okay, I like that a little bit. Okay, I like that a little bit. I just wanted to say that. Get back to the plot. What plot?
Here's the confusing part. They say that this house these people are living in is the Myers house, even though it doesn't look anything at all like the Myers house from the first movie. But these people named Strode are living in the house, and you're going, wait a second, are they Laurie Strode's parents? And there's this lady with her kid living. Eventually, they finally go around to saying, oh, it's not Laurie Strode's family that's living in the house, but her cousin or because they couldn't sell the house.
Listeners, ask yourself a question, okay?
Do you care by now?
Ask yourselves a question. If you had a family member, no matter how distant it was, who got murdered by a serial killer...
Well, she didn't... she was being chased by a serial killer.
Okay, attempted murder.
And he killed all of her friends and put them in the house.
And he's done this for 6 movies. Or 5 movies up to this point. Would you want to move into his ex-house?
Yeah.
I would.
Knowing he was still alive and out there.
I mean, I would. Just for the coolness factor of it, right? But would you want to move in there knowing that you had another movie to make? Mm-hmm. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know. This movie is just totally ridiculous.
It's stupid, Mike.
Yeah. You spend half the time wanting to crack stupid jokes about it.
We did!
Yeah, but it wasn't fun. It
wasn't.
Killing
we sat
time.
there just kind of looking at each other like, what is the deal here?
Kind of like he goes to this hospital where there's nobody there, another one of those abandoned hospital things. Even though it's supposed to be a working hospital, here's the best part, he walks up to a door that says maximum security wing, and he just opens the door and just walks
That was classic. That was because it actually stood there on the maximum security for a minute before he hit the door, before he opened it up, and it opens right up and he walks right in.
Yeah, no problem.
Mike,
And then when they inject him with this weird fluid that they don't
Reanimator
explain.
fluid.
Yeah, and they like beat him all over the place, and he spews green stuff out of his head, but then he walks away. I don't know.
Mike.
It's gone.
What was this guy on? Who directed this?
David Chappelle.
Who?
Joe Chappelle. I'm sorry.
David Chappelle.
Slip.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because it was kind of a comedy.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right. I can believe Chappelle did it.
Yeah.
Okay?
This guy directed Phantoms and a couple CSI episodes.
Oh, good for him.
And The Skulls Part 2.
Well, we can only hope he did better in the CSI episodes than what happened here. I mean, who thought this thing up and said this was a good idea? This is, again, one of those that just escapes you. And how could anybody say that, oh, yeah, this does the Halloween series justice?
It doesn't. It's boring.
We didn't mention the supernatural vibe. I mean, we sort of touched on it, but let's just say what's so wrong about this. Go ahead,
Well,
Mike.
what's wrong is the basic plot is Michael Myers is supposed to just be a guy who just freaked out at 5 years old and waited until his time to escape,
Which makes it
and go
scarier.
back home. Yeah. Instead, now he's like the dog of this cult of tent people. You know, they sick him to go do whoever they want. Yeah, Mikey, go out, take him, kill him. All right, come on back now.
When we say tent killer, we just mean by the sign, the way it looks.
Yeah, this little tattoo, and every Halloween the stars align to form this little tent. Stupid.
I'm speechless, Mike. I'm speechless. I mean, this does not deserve to be in the Halloween series. This could have almost been, a completely different series. It could have been like.
And then when the movie finally ends, we both even looked at each other and went to the Simpsons comic book guy character. Worst ending ever.
Worst ending ever. I can't remember another ending that left me.
That pretty much describes
as dissatisfied as what this one did, and it's just stupid, Mike. I'm so tempted to bomb this.
I am. It's boring.
I am so tempted to bomb this.
Even when we were making fun of it, it was still boring.
You know what?
That should explain
I am so tempted to bomb it. I'm bombing it.
All right, me too.
Yeah, there's a little, almost a glimmer of something. I like the guy when he got electrocuted and he blew up.
Yeah, when you electrocute people, do they really explode like that?
I liked that. I liked the little pieces, parts flying everywhere. I kind of dug that.
Yeah, but what they did was they just showed the guy up against a mock fake
mock and fake are the same thing.
Fuse box, and then they just showed a close-up of a bag filled with, pickled pig's feet. Boom, there you go. There's your guts explosion.
I know, but it was a cool effect.
This movie was boring.
It was a small bump of like a little blip of hope. Okay, a blip of hope, and it didn't work.
Save that for the poster.
A blip of hope. Yes, this whole movie
Halloween
it sucks, Mike. That's it.
All right, I'm Michael Mandy. He's Rowdy Jeff. We'll talk to you next week at the Horror Debate.